And that project, because of the IRR of it, was chosen to be given to the private sector, specifically after the startup of Mina Abdullah refinery and then the occupation in 89, the occupation in 90, and then the startup again of that refinery. His Highness the Emir at that time gave us instruction to give as much as possible projects to the private sector, specifically noting those which are having a very good IRR. As you know, the oil industry related petrochemicals are extremely expensive capital project, and it needs a long time to recover the cost. This is one of the projects which was looked upon to be extremely well, and it can recover cost in a very short time. In 2000, I think, there was a call to start that project, but then the whole idea went into forming a company which specialized into the manufacturing of calcined coke, which led the KPC and its subsidiaries to form the committees for the studies, which concluded on 2004 by awarding the project to the highest bidder, okay, which was PCIC or Al-Mal at that time, and that led to the formation of the company. Basically, the facility was studied for two phases, in fact, or two lines of production, totaling 700,000 tons a year, and intake of approximately 1 million tons of GPC a year. Okay, the company at that time chose to go with one line of production, totaling 350,000 production, and utilization of approximately 485,000 of GPC or petroleum coke. And in that time, that competition was one out of 6 companies, which was also making consortium with global companies to win that project. And it just happened that this company, which is PCIC, won that with the highest price given to KPC as a compensation for the license and the area. The PCIC have shared its startup design and engineering with 2 companies, basically, Rain Calcining, FFE Minerals, and also a partnership in marketing with an American company called Oxbow Carbon and Minerals. To call PCIC success, we started the design and the engineering of the plant in 2004, and the mechanical completion took place in 2007, and the actual startup took place or commissioning in April 2008. Unfortunately, in those days, there was a lot of problems in respect of both the plant itself, where they had to rework certain items, so there was not a real complete commissioning or project, I would say, startup. But then again in the next year, 2009, we started operating and we reached to a good level of operation. 2010 we increased, and 2011 we are peaking up to almost 370,000 tons per year, which is approximately exceeding the design production by about 5%, 5 to 6%. We are looking at the next stage, which is the phase 2, and with that, we are looking and studying the increase of the capacity of the plant to 700,000 tons per year, and consuming almost 900,000 tons to 1 million tons. The alliance is still there with basically Oxbow calcining for marketing and giving support in the calcined and GPCE also product. The growth of calcining industry, in summary, okay, in the GCC is basically tied up to the growth of the aluminum industry in the GCC. Today, we focus on the GCC countries as export markets, and we are sending our products to UAE, Qatar, Oman, and certainly very soon this year, at the end, towards the end of it, to Ma'aden in Saudi Arabia. The aluminum industry in the Middle East is almost about representing 20% of the international aluminum industry, with expectation to grow in the coming years, 3 to 4 years, to almost double, if not more than that, 3 times. We are expecting from 2 million to about 6 million. This level of increase means that we are requiring an additional capacity of calcined coke of about almost 2 million by the year 2015. These are some pictures of the plant in Shuaibah, and as you know, this is the plant, this is the future expansion area. Okay. This is the Klin, rotary Klin calcining, which is the biggest in the world. It's 4.35 meter diameter with 78 meter long. These are some of the process units, basically the product storage and the GPC storage there, which we intend to expand this year to almost double the size. Okay. These are some of the EPA required installation. Basically the incinerator, the waste heat boiler, the bag house for the filters, okay, the gas NOx operation to clear emission. In the plant, we produce steam, and part of the agreement, this is passed to Mina Al-Ahmadi refinery, free of cost, okay, almost equal to a full boiler in Mina Al-Ahmadi, saving them a lot of money. The growth in PCIC in the past few years, in 2008, we sold 30,000 tons. 2009, we reached about 62 or 63,000 tons. And 2010, we have reached to about, sorry, I'm calling percentages.